Hey everyone out there on YouTube, it's SpykeVampyre, and I'm gonna make a video, the second one today, if I get around to posting it. And I'm gonna talk about homosexuality and some different LGBTQ topics. First of all, just so I don't confuse anybody, LGBTQ, or GLBTQ, or GLBT, or LGBT, there's so many different things. LGBTQ stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgendered, and questioning. It used to be queer, but now I think it's been associated with questioning, as in you don't know, you're unsure of your sexuality. Um, so I'm going to talk about three distinct topics, and they're all going to kind of tie together. So just be ready for it. Okay, first thing I'm going to cover is the topic of pride, LGBT pride. When you think of pride, you hear in your mind, you hear Cher and Madonna going on the soundtrack to Dreamgirls, and you're walking down the streets and you're partying with the techno and the beads and the fluorescent colors. You have your little rainbow flags, and you see the floats and all the gay people dressed in leather and scantily clad as Indians, and you see that in your mind instantly when you hear pride associated with gay pride. What I'm talking about is just the spirit of pride in a community. It can apply to almost any community, but I'm going to aim this more specifically at homosexuals, so be prepared. Let's talk about the essence, the essential quality of pride. Pride allows a community to strengthen common bonds, coming together for one goal. Being proud of who you are as a homosexual, it's a very good thing. It helps strengthen yourself. It's an affirmation of yourself on all your levels. It's just like in Wicca, you do spell work to reaffirm your will, to enact it. So it's kind of the same thing. Pride is like a ceremony, so to speak, like a pride parade. It's all just kind of a festival of the affirmation of the divine in you. So I think it's an essential thing. Now, with that being said, I don't think that you should define yourself as, "Hi, I'm gay." I'm gay. I'm a gay Wiccan teen named Spike. No, I don't think that's good. I think that instead of defining yourself as gay, you should be defining gay with yourself. And what I mean by that is, when people on the outside of the community look at us as a whole, they judge it by whoever they come across. If you are the negative kind of side of the word faggot, I don't like that word, that just reaffirms that whole stereotype. Now, granted, I'm kind of stereotypical because I'm really feminine, but oh well, that's who I am. So, when somebody outside of the community looks upon you, you have to be the best representation of the community. So, when somebody thinks of gay, they think of you. They think that, oh, that Paul guy, he's gay, but he's an AP English, AP History. He took an AP Math class, AP Sciences. He did really well on the college exams. He did good on the SATs and this and that. And he's always really helpful, and he's a good listener and a great friend. And he's always looking out for the best of everyone. Oh, and he's also a good singer. He was in chorus. You want them to associate all those positive things that you did with being gay. So it totally detracts from all the negativity that they think of. And this is going for the homophobic less homophobic, because if they're extremely homophobic, they're going to judge you negatively, however, but that makes you have to work twice as hard to break down that barrier, in my opinion. So yeah, define gay with yourself. Don't let gay define you. The second kind of topic that I'm going to talk about is the whole closet metaphor for sexuality. Everyone uses it, it's so conventional, it's very convenient, I get it. I made a video out of the closet, coming out of the closet, things like that. But, two problems with this. My first problem is kind of a joke kind of point. And that is, why would we want to come out of the closet when all the good clothes are in the closet? Just saying. My serious point is actually this. When things are undercover, hidden from public eye, it just makes the activity of that community seem quite more taboo. Think about it. Pagans, because I'm a pagan. I'm going to refer to paganism a lot. we're all underground. Let's say we went underground now, currently, after we've already got the Wiccan Pinnacle on the tombstones. We've got this and that, the other thing, you know, we're recognized religious groups. Let's talk about that. If we go underground into hiding, the people who are biased against the community are thinking, what are they plotting? When are they going to strike? It just makes them more suspicious, and it creates more tension. Same thing with being in the closet in its own sense. If somebody's homophobic, they're almost more scared of the people who are in the closet than the people who are out of it. It just allows being in the closet, just creates the shroud of mystery on the community that is, quite frankly, kind of scary to the outside people when you think about it. You have, you know, homophobic people, you know, going after us. We have a lot of people gunning against gay rights, you know, and we need the forces of the people. We need that, you know. So step on out of the closet. It's not doing us much good. There's a time and a place. You have to be ready. I've already talked about this, but seriously, it's not helping anybody. Third point. I'm going to talk about drag queens, and this seems so much less serious than the rest of the video, but it's actually an interesting point. This is kind of like an inner community thing. A lot of people inside of the gay community don't like drag queens for some reason, and a lot of drag queens don't even like the term drag queen. But I don't know why people have a problem with them. My whole thing is everyone brings something to the table in, like, the table of gay rights here. You know, everyone brings something that's uniquely their own to the table. It's all necessary ingredients. So what I'm saying here is, like, you can't harsh on someone in your own community, because that just makes it easier for people to break down the community. If we're about pride and honoring who we are, how are we going to break down the people that are a part of our community? It makes no sense. You know, build up the barriers, don't break down the wall. It's just not, you don't need that, okay? You want to be this cohesive force that with one voice speaks up, and yeah, you know, here's gay rights, we want them, we want equal representation and adoption rights, and we want same-sex marriages, and we want this and that. You know, but we can't be all fragmented and split apart because some people don't like some people's actions like that. It's kind of like people calling people faggot, or flamer, or queen. I've used queen before, but same thing. It's like using that, because all it does is reinforce the negative kind of connotations of that, and allows the people that are harshly viewing the community to use those words as ways of wounding us. There's also this whole thing about, you know, social adaptation of language, where, you know, we use faggot, we use all this stuff, and then it becomes meaningless, and everyone's unaffected. But the point of the story is, it still is not right to say those words, and we shouldn't be saying it inside of the community to each other, because that's stupid. So, in closing, pride is essential. Define gay, don't let it define you. Closet's not helping anyone, because it makes people think we're all cloak and dagger, gonna try to infiltrate and kill. And drag queens are good, because everyone in the community is needed. That's in summation. So, with that, I'm gonna go, and peace out, YouTube. Remember, pride.